Hey, I just have to say that Alexis Ohanian proposing marriage to Serena Williams means that we finally get a prominent black woman in tech. And you have to understand, from my perspective, being involved in the San Francisco Bay Area tech community for quite some time now, I have went to party after party after party, particularly in the early years, 2005, 2004, 2006, where you were silently ostracized as a black guy because, well, you weren't white. And the signal that white women in particular, sent out, there weren't a lot of us at those parties, and still haven't been, is, oh, you don't belong. Or you're here, but, oh, what are you interesting? Oh, that's nice. Well, it's nice to meet you, and you scurry off. Even if you happen to be starting, for example, sports business simulations, as I was then, or a blog network. So the bottom line is, because you were black and male, you didn't quite fit in. That message was really communicated by none other than Gawker's once favorite, and particularly then favorite subject, Julia Allison. And Julia would take offense to what I'm saying and has said, hey, look, I'm just there covering the event. But there's example after example after example from the past of Julia being at one of these tech parties and hitting on a guy or having fun with a guy or allegedly hooking up with a guy, a white tech guy. And I don't want to go on a tangent and start talking about Julia Allison here, but I'm only making the point that she was a symbol of what I've talked about, and other publications picked up on the blog post that I wrote a few years ago. Well, something like 7 years ago. So there has been this dynamic of white guy, white girl in tech, white tech guy, white girl seeks out white tech guy seeks out white woman in or out of tech. And if it wasn't that, then the white tech guy sought out the Asian woman who sought out the white guy. And if you're black, you just didn't fit into the picture, be male or female. It just didn't happen. Now, with particularly as one giant example, Alexis and Serena, we have a march toward a more diverse tech community rapidly than ever before. And the idea here is, someone might think, okay, well, will Serena be this protester of tech organizations that are not diverse? No, not at all. But on the other hand, we're talking about someone who has made a statement about how wrong, actually a number of statements about how wrong it is for police to kill young black men. And then this same person, talking about Serena Williams, was the guest editor in 2015 of an edition of Wired magazine, where she brought in a large, diverse group of voices and personalities. Wired magazine is a key magazine of the world tech community. So we have a window into the kind of impact Serena Williams can have, and I think will have, on the tech community. But just by her being married to, or engaged to, Alexis, we already have this picture of what the tech community is going to look like in the future. Reddit's going to have these parties, and people are going to wonder, hey, will Alexis and Serena be there? And they're going to go and try to get a glimpse of them. That symbol will be enough. That's it. Nothing else has to happen. Just them together. It'll make a powerful statement that black male entertainers and athletes don't have ownership over a black female entertainer athlete like Serena Williams. That white tech women don't have ownership over white tech guys, and vice versa. That Asians don't have ownership over whites in tech, particularly Asian women with respect to white tech guys. All of those common habits of dating and association will be forever disrupted. There's that word, disrupted, by Alexis proposing to Serena Williams. That's how powerful this is and how very necessary it is today. Now, some of you are going to say, oh, Zenny, your take is racist. No, it's not. The definition of racism is to put someone down because of their race. I'm not doing that. However, what I'm talking to you about is race conscious. It's the product of a person, me, who's been an early adopter of tech, who, in the case of one social media platform development group and person, was looked over and forgotten about, as were others like me who are black, because we weren't rappers or athletes. And other publications took note of that. Now I'm proud to say that Twitter has me and a number of other blacks who are not athletes or actors as suggested users, because we are early adopters of tech, and we are consistent early adopters of tech and developers of tech. And yes, we're black, male and female. And that should not be an issue for anybody. So again, congratulations to Alexis and Serena, and thank you so very much for doing this, because we really need the two of you together at this time. Stay engaged, get married, have a bunch of kids. Congratulations.